just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off and running from Landover. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Play action now with Daniels. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Ready?
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
On first down, they'll run. They can do it on the outside, though. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
40-yard line.
70 Lions. Let's go.
Hand off to the back. Giving him about 3 on that first down carry.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist, name tagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Purple 80.
Let's go right here.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. He's got it, complete to Pickett. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
They've run this 12-yard out route Kate at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Ready? Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Chased out to his right. Caught near the goal line. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
ETN will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. George Pickens, the touchdown. Well, we all knew who that final pass was going to go to. That entire drive really ran through him, and it continued all the way to 6.
Kind of became clear, right? After the 2nd or 3rd catch, somebody this defense overlooked in their game plan, and it took exactly one series to exploit it. Now, offensively, call it till they stop it.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Yellow. Argo
Running for the first time with a Louisville Cardinal. Towards the sideline inside the 35. And he's down all the way to the 30. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed left side to Smith. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup. They've got 2nd and 4.
Yellow.
And first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. They're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Chiefs first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Yellow, yellow.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Caught on the slant. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
It's a gain of 8.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1-for-1.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready, ready! 70 Timberwolf! Ready!
Blown back, it's the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Daniels now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. It came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. They've been perfect to that point on the drive, Buck. First time we've seen this coverage force them into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
I'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. It's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Yellow.
They'll run here on 1st down. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You love a huddle, Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down. Chiefs.
Fresh set of downs now from the 39. Low right side, caught by Smith. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
I don't need to.
Plowing up the middle. This is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's the type of call that man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, you checked down the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Go! Cougar 19!
Here's Daniels. Jump off caught by his back. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, here we go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70! Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Run here from the gun. And he gets forward for 3 yards as we reach our 2-minute warning. Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set! 70 Timberwolves! Steady!
Out of the gun, Daniels. Has it downfield working the left. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a 30-yard gain drop, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Kid, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal!
From the gun, here's a handoff. They give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's 2nd down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 10-yard line.
Let's go! Viking 18! Go!
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Daniels throwing on third. Buys time, rolling right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Fits it through the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A gain of 19 yards.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Yellow! Yellow!
Throwing again, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Yellow!
Back to the air, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
First down throw, Mahomes. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win. Barring a surprise or a miracle here in the final seconds, Kate, looks like we're going to have a tie and a whole new ball game to begin the second half.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Here's a return from the 7. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Has this at the 6. They'll They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
We got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this third quarter. And what you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
And motion a tight end left. Right up the gut. And he made his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd down carry for Sampson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. We come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st down, Chiefs.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Yellow.
Running this one left. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st down from the 42. Again to Sampson here up the middle. And he cuts it back right. Running in the red zone. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
Okay, way up here in the booth, can you smell it? Can you smell it? That running back is smelling the end zone. He gets him down there to the 2. You know he wants to finish it.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Devil. Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. And the Commanders get to it first.
I'll tell you this, inside the 5-yard line, that ball has got to be welded to your body at times. Under no circumstances can it come free. Whether someone...
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. They give it to him up the middle. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Running it now out of the gun. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Third and long for him here. Forced out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punting unit out now. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Out left and Otten makes the grab. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. It's a solid block in there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Yellow.
Mahomes. Short pass, Bryant. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face 2nd down. On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. It'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Wait.
They'll run with Kamara. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3 yards on the game. Now they just need 2 more on second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
Yellow.
Dowdle. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's third and goal.
Now we get to a very interesting call on third down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
Only need to fall forward 1 more yard. Here's third and goal.
Yellow.
Little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he gets in, touchdown. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the third.
Kansas City. Harrison Butker on for the
Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
This one goes off right tackle. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Down. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Now Daniels to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third and long. They're going to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
You know, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Play action now with Daniels. Good strike downfield to Lane. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Ready, right?
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. Gain of 26 yards there. That's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
3rd and short, Daniels escapes the pocket. Making touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete, and maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. 15. Attack, attack.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Look at that power, deep left side. That's complete inside the 35. And he's going to score a touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
Commanders 13. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Daniels now on 1st down. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A nice skate of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Called in by Lane. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Daniels gets it to him on the screen. Along this sideline inside the 25. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. He picks up 28 on the play. That's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go.
Again, Daniels to the air. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders now within one score in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He fields it from the 8. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's the handoff. He cuts it back right. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. So 20 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Yellow.
Going to the ground again on first. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Chiefs leading by 7. It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down.
Yellow. Attack, attack.
He's back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. On to punt on 4th down, it's Bradley Pinion. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Here he is to throw. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
It's a gain
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. It's not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. He'll look to throw it. It's his running back. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
19-18.
Setting up to pass. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And it sets up second down.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To throw again, it's Daniels. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for, thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Deputy! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on fourth down.
Ready! Cougar 19!
Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. It's a designed run from Mahomes. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not